Hi, I'm Tom Summers with Edina Realty, and welcome to my video series on the top 10 questions to ask before making an offer on a short sale. Today I want to focus on question number 1, which is how many banks are involved. This is the very first question that your buyer agent should be asking of the listing agent. This alone can make or break the decision for you as to whether you want to move forward and write an offer. This is a really important question because the more banks that are involved in the short sale, the harder it is to make the short sale actually happen. The ideal scenario when looking for a short sale would be to write an offer on one that has only one bank, that has only gone into default recently, so there hasn't been a sheriff's sale scheduled at this point, so you have more than enough time to get everything negotiated out with the banks. So where things get hairy is when you have a second or third bank that's involved, because the first may agree to the short sale, but then they'll turn around and say, well fine, we'll take X amount of dollars as our bottom line, but we're only going to give X amount of dollars to the second lien to get them to release it to do the short sale. And they really don't care one way or another whether the second does it or not. So it puts them in the driver's seat. So to give you an example, let's say the first is owed $150,000 and they're losing, say, 25 or 30 grand, maybe a little bit more, and the second is owed $40,000 on that loan. The first will come out and say, okay, well, we'll give the second bank $2,400, which is about 6% of what is owed, to release the lien and will allow the short sale. Well, the second's not going to like that because it's a very small amount of money, and maybe their investors are telling them, no, we want to get 20 cents on the dollar, not 6 cents on the dollar. So then they'll come back and want more money, and then that's when that listing agent has to be able to negotiate between the first and second bank to get everybody to agree to put the short sale together. So then if there's a third, that makes it even harder because the third may want a certain amount of money, and there's no way the second is ever going to sign off and allow the short sale to actually happen if the third is going to get more than the second. So it's kind of a downhill chain where the first gets the most, then the second and third, and so on. So you really want to know who all the players are, and it's not a bad idea to ask what is owed on each one of the loans as well as who the banks are. Some banks are notorious for making it harder for short sales, some are easier. I don't know if I really believe any of that. I really believe a lot of it's the experience of the listing agent who's doing the short sale, as well as who did you get for a negotiator from the bank. So make sure before you move forward that you watch these 10 steps and make sure you get answers to all these questions, because it'll make things a lot easier for you and hopefully, keep you out of a situation that may just drag on forever. Thanks so much for taking time to watch this video. I really appreciate it. I hope you have a wonderful day and go out there and get yourself a great short sale deal.